Here's the scene of the start of the White Rose Ultra. Slept in the car last night, had a good night's sleep. It's now about 7:30 and race starts in about half an hour. The 100 race, they started at midnight and quite a few of them have gone through, but there's still runners out there waiting to finish their first lap in a bit. Looking forward to this race, not done this one before. 2 laps of 30 miles, so it'll be quite interesting to see how that goes. And my plan is to see if I can run even pace. So I'm going to go off quite comfortably and see if I can get round in round about 5:30, 5:45, and then see if I can duplicate that on the second lap. But looking forward to it. Quite funny, Andy Cole turned up, I didn't realise he was running, and then Deb's turned up as well, and she's on the start list for the 60. So it's going to be interesting to see how she gets on. I'm sure she'll be well ahead of me. Okay, so I'll try and do some clips along the way.
We didn't even say it before though, didn't we? It was going to be.
So how you feeling, Andy?
Raring to go.
Raring to go. So you're doing the 30, are you?
Yes. Yeah. Nice short day out, back in daylight. Well, I'll be having my jam butties while you're slogging around your second lap.
You're going to wait around to see the end of the 60, or are you going home?
I'm going home.
Yeah. Well, have a good race.
Yeah.
Okay, I've been going for 3.76 miles, just over 42 minutes. Spent the whole time with Andy. We're having a good chat about various things.
Can't get rid of me yet.
No.
He's working on it, he'll get rid of me soon.
It's been pretty straightforward so far on this sort of path, and 1 or 2 little sort of grassy paths, a bit of mud. Well marked, beautiful day, nice temperature, 1st of November. So far so good. Okay, been going for 1 hour 11 minutes, 6.4 miles, and again, beautiful day. It's a fair bit on the road and then on a track now, which is quite nice, really well marked, little arrows painted on the ground and signs, so it should be fine for the second. Just had a very steep downhill and now we're having a climb up out of this village, I think, I'm quite sure it is. Andy Cole there's just ahead. Been going 12.41 miles, 2 hours 12, so that's a pace of 10:38, so that's inside my 11:15 pace that I want for this first lap, so I think quite happy with that. Keeping my heart rate around about 130 to 135, which is my target, so things are good. Beautiful course, get some great views in the valleys, and as I was told, fair bit on the concrete, but some of the trail runs are lovely as well. Okay, been going for 3 hours and 40 minutes, 19 miles and 6.5. And try as I can, I just can't get rid of Mr. Cole. Now, we separated for a bit actually. Andy went through the second checkpoint and I stopped to get my drink and he was away, and then I slowly caught him, and then I caught him on the 15-mile checkpoint, and then we've been together, haven't we?
Yep.
So we've had a good climb up, and then it's another mile and a bit to the next checkpoint, and then Andy's starting to dream of home now.
Yeah. We're on the Pennine Way now, so nice bit of territory to the next checkpoint.
So the next time Andy's on this path, you'll be at the beginning of the Spine race in January.
25 miles in, we've just been told.
Yeah.
No, from
Hi.
Edale.
Oh, so you've still got 25 to go?
Well, it's a 60-mile race altogether. And the weather is still stunning, isn't it, Andy? Feels like July. It's pretty warm, no wind, so couldn't ask for more.
Just got to get John's breathing down a little bit. Cool for the second lap.
That's right. Yeah, it will be quite nice actually if it cools off a bit.
He's on for a spectacular time.
Okay, been going for 4 hours 30 minutes, 23.64 miles. Ran into the last checkpoint with Andy, but he had a few too many layers on, so he was going to strip off, and a couple of layers I think. so maybe he'll be catching me soon. But there's a long downhill on the road, which is good, but it's quite sore on the quads. Just went past a guy who was walking all the way down, and he said his quads have gone, but he's just doing the 30, so he hasn't got too far to go. Still feeling really good. Obviously legs starting to feel a bit tired now, but keeping a steady pace going. My average pace is 11:27, which is pretty well spot on for what I want. Might lose a little bit. Anything under 12-minute mile pace means that I'm under 6 hours. So this is looking near a sort of 5:45 for the lap, but we'll see. Beautiful day still. It's pretty warm, but enjoying the event. Feels spread out a lot more now. I can see a few runners in the distance ahead, but it's starting to spread out, and I'm sure once I go around the first loop, the second loop is going to be, I think, pretty well on my own, I would imagine. Okay, progress report. I've been going for 5 hours 15, 27.46 miles. So I've got about 2.5 miles to go for the first loop. So at this pace, hopefully I'm going to be around about 5:45, almost pretty bang on. I was ahead of Andy for a bit, and then he slowly caught me up, and he's just ahead. I don't want to particularly race him in or anything, because I need to just get my head around the fact that I'm going round again, whereas Andy's finishing. But it's been fun to see Andy most of the way around this first loop. The field is really spread out now. Caught one or two people in this last check since the checkpoint before. Good markers here. But I've got a feel in the second loop I'm going to be pretty well on my own. Okay, progress report. Been going for 6 hours 21, 32.2 miles. So I've been through, ran in with Andy, we finished the lap together, and I think I was pretty well bang on 5:46. Maybe, yeah, another 5-minute stop and then off again. So I'm now on the second loop, and there's one guy just behind me. I can't see anyone ahead for a while, so I think this second loop's going to be quite a lonely one maybe. But the weather's still nice. It'd be quite nice when it cools down a bit, to be honest, because it's certainly pretty warm for the 1st of November. Progress report, been going for 7 hours 5 minutes, just on 35 miles 02. I think my plan of trying to run equal splits, I don't think it's going to happen. I'm already about 8-9 minutes on that first leg slower. It didn't help the fact that I just made a slight little error right at the end. I think I went sort of two sides of a triangle and came into the checkpoint for the wrong way anyway. I don't think it wasn't too far out. But I think it's just, I think I feel okay. I'm definitely tiring, and still running okay when I can, but I think just not as fast as I was on the first lap. So I think I'm just going to try and keep the pace going the best I can, and we'll see what happens. But I think the plan of trying to run, even splits, I think was a tad bit ambitious. Okay, progress report. Been going for 8 hours 21 minutes and 40.66 miles. Average pace 12:20. So at this pace you're looking at 12 hours 20 if I can maintain this. It's definitely pretty difficult to do what I set out to do, I think. Even though I'm still running okay and I'm working as hard as I can. But I think the challenge of being able to run equal laps was probably, a bit ambitious. But I'm still going okay. I think I've lost about 25 minutes on the first 10 miles. So if you do that for the next 20, then you're talking about an hour and a half slower than the first lap. So that could be into what's that? Whatever it is, but it's quite a bit over 12 hours. But we'll see. The sun's gone down now, it's getting a bit cooler. I say I'm just trying to work as hard as I can, walking the uphills and trying to run everything else. Okay, progress report. Been going for 11 hours, 7 minutes, 51.09 miles, and almost at the next checkpoint. I put my head torch on just before the last checkpoint. This one is just over 6 and a bit miles. It's the longest one, the big climb. So I've been head torch on for the last sort of hour and a half. Got about just over 9 miles to go, just under 9 miles to go. So I think 13 hours has become my new goal. If I can get 12 something, that will be my bronze, I think. So I'm going to try and work as hard as I can over this last couple of hours to see if I can get there. So yeah, I'm looking forward to some stew and my bed. Okay, latest update in the dark. Been going for 11 hours 58. So there goes my gold medal time. And 54.34 miles. So just over 5.5 miles to go. And I've got an hour to do it. I think, again, it could be quite tricky, to be honest, to try and beat 13 hours. But you never know. I'm still moving okay, but just not quite as fast as I'd like to be. The next checkpoint's just over a mile away, I think. Maybe a bit less, and then the final push, final leg back to HQ at Golcar. Okay, final update before the finish. Been going for just on 13 hours, 58.77 miles. So I think I've got about a mile and a bit to go, and my bronze medal has gone as well. But I'm still working as hard as I can. I must admit, it would be nice to finish now. Just hoping that no one's going to catch me. I haven't seen anyone, but I haven't really looked, so we'll see. It'd be a shame to get caught in the last mile. But I'm just trying to last bit of a climb here, and then I think there's one more climb at the end, and yeah, it's not too bad now.